Okay, writing 19th of January. This time we're going to plan a diary entry. So your task. Yesterday we looked at the diary entry from chapter 11 of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Oh, note the spelling mistake. It was from the point of view of the shopkeeper. You have to write your own version. You will write from Charlie's point of view. Now here are some things you need to think about. Throughout the whole thing, I want you to be thinking how Charlie was feeling if he was writing his diary. Try and get inside his head. Now, how did the events of the day happen for him? How did things pan out? Again, think of what it would be like if you were Charlie. How did he feel about the events? The shopkeeper and the other people in the shop. How would he describe them? How would the people look to Charlie? And how did he feel at the end of it all, when he thinks about his day? So here's your plan. The yellow's already on the plan. You've got to decide on a date and a time. That's fairly easy. Now, your introduction paragraph is how he's feeling. How's he feeling about the diary when he's writing it? Then we note the main events in chronological order. Maybe 1, 2, or 3 paragraphs, possibly just 2. And feelings and emotions. Note those down so you remember how you're going to be putting how Charlie's going to be feeling into your paragraphs. And then what I feel now, prediction for the future. How are you feeling at the end of it all? When you think about it, how is Charlie feeling at the end of the whole thing? Okay, off you go. Pause the video. Now, what would it like filled in? Well, I went for Tuesday, 19th of January, today's date. Now, for an introduction, talking about how he feels about it, those first few sentences in, I've got, I'm overjoyed and excited. Best day of my life so far. Note, it doesn't have to be a sentence. I found the last golden ticket. That's the important fact. That has to be in the first paragraph. Now, the main events. And I've added some extra bits and pieces to remind me of things I might need to describe. First one, school began as normal. Cold, freezing, and hungry. Stayed in at playtime. On way home, saw something. Again, not a full sentence. A 50p piece. Picked it up and decided to buy some chocolate. Went into the shop. Note in brackets to describe the shop. Gave the 50p to the shopkeeper, maybe need to describe him, and bought a chocolate bar. I've noted what it is. Wonka's Whipple Scrumptious Fudge Mallow Delight. What a mouthful. Then bought a second one. Next fact. That's when saw the golden ticket. Next fact. Shopkeeper saw it and began to get excited. Say what he did. And surrounded by lots of people, describe the scene. Shopkeeper told me to run home and hang on to the ticket. That's what I did. Okay, so those are the events. Now, my feelings and emotions based on those events: cold and hungry and miserable in school. Really warm and happy when I ate the chocolate. Delight finding the ticket. And scared by the crowds and what they were doing after I found the ticket. So, what I feel now, at the end of all this description, how am I feeling? Well, really pleased and excited to be visiting Wonka's factory at last. Glad that has made the whole family happy as well. I haven't got any predictions for the future, but you don't necessarily have to do that. But if you can think of them, good. So you can mark anything from this and from the previous bit of work you did to help you with your planning. Good luck. Now, okay, your turn to write your diary as if you were Charlie. Magpie anything, like I said, from a filled in plan or from a deconstruct to help text you. And again, good luck.